but it is dark times. Weather it has become colder, and the earth is shaking. In the gods of Asgard, strange things are happening. Humans, it is your fault, because you have stopped sacrificing to the gods. You have lost the old faith, and now the gods are in danger of completely disappearing. Fortunately, the gods have come here, because here lay the ancient gold that humans sacrificed to them so long ago. It is that gold, and all of your attention, that is the gods' livelihood, and the source of this life. When we go through the rooms, the gods may not see you, and they may not hear you, but I will tell you about their destiny. Follow me, and you will get the first story. Great wisdom also follows great sorrow. If you see the good, you must also see the bad. And Odin, he knew that the world was doomed, because he saw a ship that was made of dead men's uncut fingernails, and he saw a monster that grew bigger and bigger until he grew out of control. Odin, he got the wisdom that Ragnarok will come. Do you get it? One day Ragnarok, it will come. I remember when the wolf was just a baby. And even though its birth predicted chaos, the gods braced it anyway. But the wolf grew bigger and mightier. And in the end, there was only one god who dared to feast the beast. It was the god of war too. The gods, they were scared of what would happen if the wolf grew any stronger. And so they decided to chain him. And it was only the dwarves' magic that was strong enough to tame the wolf's might. So they wielded a chain that was made of the noise from the cat, the roots from the mountain, the woman's beard. It was made from the tendons of the bear, the breath of the fish, and the saliva of the birds. The chain, it was thin as a silk thread, and they named it lightning. The day had come when the wolf was to be chained, and the gods, they said, "Mighty wolf, you that is so strong, try if you can break this small chain." And Fenris, he agreed. He would try his might with the chain, but he wasn't stupid. No. He wanted something for safety, so that the gods did not trick him. Does any of you have anything to give him? He likes a hand, maybe a leg. No? You have a hat? There was one person who dared to give him something, and that was Tyr. So Tyr put his hand into the wolf's jaws, and then the gods chained Fenris with a magic chain. Fenris, he couldn't get loose, and he got furious. The gods, they had tricked him, and all the gods, they laughed. This was fun for them. Except one god, because where was Tyr's hand again? In the jars of the wolf. And in his anger, he bit so hard that Tyr lost his hand. Now, The wolf is chained, and the beast it is tamed. But the magic chain will not last forever. One day it will break, and then Ragnarok it will come. A time when the gods met on the field of Idle. And here they wielded gold like this, and they played games. It was the most beautiful time for both humans and for the gods. But as we all know, beauty doesn't last forever. Odin, he had a son, whose name was Baldur, but he had night terrors about his own death. Baldur's mother freaked, she was scared that Baldur would die, and therefore she asked everything in the world to swear loyalty to Baldur. She asked it all, the rivers, the mountains, she asked the animals, and the clouds. But she forgot one thing. She forgot the tiniest mistletoe. Little, innocent, bright. But now she wasn't scared that Baldur would die. They all thought that he couldn't, and therefore all the gods they played with his immortality. They hit him with their swords, and they shot him with arrows and bows, as if he was a target, and nothing hurt him. Until something happened that the gods did not expect. Loki. He was the biggest of all the frauds. And he did not like Baldur, he was jealous of his beauty. Loki. He switched a normal arrow with an arrow made of mistletoe. And he tricked Peter, who was Baldur's blind brother, to put the arrow made of mistletoe on his bow. Peter, he tightened the string, and then he let go. The arrow flew through the air, and it hit Baldur right in his heart. And Baldur, he died that day. The gods, they were in sorrow, and with their sorrow, the weather, it became evil. The sun darkened, cold was biting, and the wind stabbed like it was made of daggers. Odin, he just sank deeper and deeper down into his throne. That is the Fimbul winter. And when that rages, Ragnarok will come. And Frigg was inconsolable. Loki, he tried to change himself into a bird in hope that he could get away from the gods. But that did not help. No. The gods, they found him, and they took him as a prisoner. And they brought him to a mountain cave. It was weaved of dead snakes' backs. Here, the gods, they chained Loki. But that wasn't punishment enough for him. Because above his head, they hang a poisonous snake. And from that, the person it dripped. And every time it hit Loki, he screamed. And he shook so hard that the earth shook with him. That was his punishment, and here he shall be forever. No! It doesn't end that way. Because now I see him in another place. I see him on a ship and say dead men's untaught fingernails. Then he will be an army commander. He's a giant commander. He's a liar, and he is a betrayer in the last hours. Though he will get free. And then Ragnarok will come. You get it now? Ragnarok will one day come. Humans, I have now told you about all of our fate and about our destiny. The time has now come where you must make the journey and the decisions alone. May the mighty wind be with you. It was my story.